Hello everyone, this is Priyanshi Chopra, Assistant Professor of Suresh Gyan, Vihar University. Um, Today we will discuss about essential plant nutrients and deficiency symptoms. Identification of nutrient deficiency, a quick guide. So let's see. Identification of nutrient deficiency, a quick guide. The correct diagnosis of nutritional deficiency in amount in maintaining optimum plant growth. The recognitions of these symptoms allows the growers to fine tune their nutritional rhythm as well as minimize stress conditions for facilitating resolution of nutrient deficiency. Frank, 1992, developed a key to a deficiency symptoms. This job is made much simpler by the uh, pictorial represented of the deficiency symptoms on one stimulated plants. For a sake of brevity, comparative characteristics, nutrient deficiency symptoms in a maize are maize. However, it has to be a born in a mind that the correct interpretations to deficiency symptoms requires a great deal of a field experience and should always be corroborated by the soil and the plant analysis. It is also desirable to understand to the roles of such as a factor that might produce the symptoms similar to those of the other nutrient. So growth laws and the other associated concepts relationship of growth with a nutrient concentration in a soil and plants. The growth of the plants on a dry matter yield in is a function of the nutrient concentration in the plants. For each nutrient, its concentration in the plant tissue is correct correlated with a dry matter yield and a plot of yields with nutrient content concentration in a plant is referred to as the yield response curve. Most generalized shape of the curve recognize existence of three distinct zones like deficiency, adequate, and toxicity. Separated as a concentration range of deficiency and toxicity, indicative and marginal zone can be more appropriated. In actually nutrient deficiency deficient soil, the response curve get more complicated when the soil are actually deficient in a particular nutrient. Growth is so stunned, and the tissue record even a higher concentration of that a particular nutrient. External application of the even the smallest amount of this limiting nutrient cause so much increase in the plant growth data, although total uptake exhibit increase, yet its content in a plant shows a reduction. This is termed as the dilution effect of or Sternberg um effect. Two zone A and B and characterized the zone of server deficiency zone CE. C zone of moderate deficiency zone and shows a linear and curvilinear increase in the yield and rising a nutrient content in a plant. Zone D represent a luxury range and commonly observed in. A brief key of a nutrient deficiency symptoms, according to Franking, 1992. So, nitrogen deficiency symptoms appearing first on older leaves, like chlorosis starting from a leaf tips, potassium necrosis and a leaf margin magnesium chlorosis mainly between a veins and which remain a green manganese brownish and greasy whitish spots and phosphorus reddish color and green leaves stem. Symptoms of appearing of first and younger leaves. Sulfur is a malted yellow green leaves with a yellowish veins. Iron malted yellow and green leaves with a green veins and manganese uh, brownish black spot on legumes and potatoes. Copper youngest leaf has a white tip and boron youngest leaf is a brownish and dead on a beet. Potassium, where plant accumulation nutrient without any effect or its yield. This excess absorption is called a luxury consumption. Finally, imbalance caused by excess concentration of the same nutrient progressively decrease the crop yield to zero. Growth laws and approaches used in plant nutrients. So, in fourth edition of soil fertility and fertilizer, Tel- Tisdale and Nelson and Beaton have shown that the crop yields are most limited by the lack of moisture. After the limitation is overcome, low soil fertility, poor crop stand, poor soil moist structure, improper crop variety, weeds and pest and disease are to be removed for enhancing possible production. Under optimum management of the other factor, soil fertility directly influence the crop production. Given a brief below the chronological development and different law and approach used in a plant nutrient. Liebig's law of a minimum, Liebig law of minimum work for a just Ferrier von Liebig and the C is Pangel yield the observation the every field constant maximum of one or more and the minimum of the one or more nutrient with his minimum be at lime, potash, nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and magnesia, or any other nutrient. The yield stand in direct relation. It is the factor that govern and the control. Yield should this minimum be lime, yield will remain the same and be no greater ever through the amount of potash, silica, and phosphoric acid etc. be increased the hundredfold. Subsequently, it come to be known as the Liebig laws of minimum, which is it is a simple and the extreme form state the even if all but one of the essential possible elements be present, the absence of that one mm, uh, will render the crop barren. It implies that if the growth is regulated by the several different factors, the actual growth will be controlled by the factor is greatest limitation. Liebig laws of a minimum implies that the capacity of the burial with the staffs of the unical length is limited by the shortest staff. So plants growth is limited by the nutrient in a shortest supply. In the case, nitrogen is the most limiting, followed by the phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and sulfur. In that sequence, the nutrient in the minimum refers to the nutrient in the least relative quantity in the soil, and it is a growth limiting nutrient. All other nutrient are is the optimum or excess amount of the Liebig's law predicted that correspondingly increasing a yield that living laws predicted that when the nutrient is in the maximum x is added in the increasing amount to a plant, so correspondingly increasing yield y are the obtained you until a second year nutrient comes into be the minimum. This points is a better illustrated by the following example, like if the soil contain enough nitrogen to produce 3.0 ton wheat grains per hectare, phosphorus is produce 4.0 ton per hectare, and potassium to produce 5.0 per hectare to be increased uh, 4.0 ton hectare with the addition of the fertilizer nitrogen and the this stage all the phosphorus will have been consumed. So at this stage, in the addition to nitrogen, phosphorus will have to be supplemented until the attainment of the yield potential of the phosphorus potassium of 5 ton per hectare. For obtaining higher yield than the 5.0 ton per hectare, all nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium will have to be added. Beyond this, sulfur, zinc, iron, boron, and the other nutrients might started limiting the crop yield in India. Nitrogen is the most limiting factor, followed by the other nutrients in the lowland and upland condition. Uh, now, uh, now Michelet's law, Elhard, Alfred Michelet's law. Like Liebig's German scientist was the first to quantify the relationship between a yield and growth factor. Two laws given by him. Uh, According to Michelet's law of a physiological relationship, yield can be increased by the its single growth factor even when it is not present in the minimum, as long as it is not present in the optimum. Mrs. Law growth law increase in yield of a crop as a result of increasing a single growth factor is proportional to the decrement from the maximum yield obtainable by increasing that a particular growth factor. Must, Michelet's laws are based on the classical laws or diminishing return of economics, which state that it in all a productive process adding more of one factor of production while holding all other constant will at some point yield lower incremental for per unit return. We see its application is our everyday life that the use of fertilizer improves the crop production on farms. But at some point, adding increasingly more fertilizer improves the yield by less per unit of fertilizer, and excessive quantities can when reduce the yield. One nutrient, their growth was proportional to the amount of this one limiting nutrient that was supplies to the soil. Further, plant growth increased as the more amount of the nutrient was added, but the increases in the growth yield each successive addition of a growth element was progressively similar. Taking a clue from the economic theory and the above mentioned observation and Michelet's 1999 nine developed a mathematical equation related yield to supply the plant like dy upon a dx is equal to in bracket a minus y bracket close c or in bracket 1 upon dy a minus y into dy upon a dx is equal c. Nutrient interaction wise law of maximum. If two factors of stimulation limiting or nearly limiting the crop growth, addition of the only one of them will have a little effect on the growth, and whilst adding both together will have a very considerable effect. Two or more growth factor are the side to interact when they are influenced individually is modified in the presence of one or more of the other. Interactions is an influence or mature or the reciprocal action of the one element upon another in relation to plant growth and differential response to a one element in the combination with the varying a level of the second element applied the stimulation. An interaction takes place when the response of two more inputs used in a combination is combination in unequal to the sum of their individual response. This interaction could be a positive or negative. Under certain condition, this effect could simply be additive and indicating the absence of any interaction. Suppose response to growth factor A and B separately is a 20 and the 30 unit respectively. This could be a this response sum up to 50 unit. This is possible then when a b are the added together the response could be less than 50 or equal to a 50 and more than 50 units. Response of the less than 50 units signify as the existence of a negative interaction. and response of the more than a 50 unit signifies as a existence of the positive interaction. Response of the 50 unit is the case of the additive effects indicative of the absence of interaction. Positive interaction help is help in the harnessing additional crop yield without the making any additional investment on the input. Law of maximum is based on the philosophy of a synergetic interactions, and whenever and nutrient interaction are significant in influencing the crop yield, those have more covered and is in this topic. Bray concept of a nutrient availability of the and mobility. Bray's concept of a nutrient availability and mobility. Nutrient availability in the soil nutrient element exist in the different decreate chemical forms. For example, a cationic nutrient exit in the form, namely water soluble, exchangeable, and organically bound, and precipitate as the structural compounds of a primary and secondary minerals. In case ionic nutrient exchangeable frictions in is a more or less non-exent. First three forms exist in the state of a dynamic equilibrium and constitute the pool from which plant draw the nutrient. Uh, Roger and H. Bray, 1938, proposed that the soil available nutrient is that a fraction of the total amount whose variation is the amount is responsible for the significant change in yield and and response. Further, the availability of these soil forms, however, involves not only their chemical and physical nature, but also the ability of the plant to forage them with its root system. Mobility introduction of the root system bring into focus the approximity of the nutrient to the plant root or a possibility of its reaching the plant roots for the ultimate absorption. Bray 1954 talking a comprehensive view of the development of introduced the concept of nutrient mobility. where he defined it, mobility as the overall process whereby a nutrient each the sorbing root surface, thereby the making a possible their sorption into the plant. This means that the mobility involves the solution or exchange the plant nutrient as well as the movement to the root surface. uh, Ions, chlorine, boron, and hydrocarboxylic group are not absorbed by the solid phase. These are remains a solution and are the carried away a longer distance is response to their absorptions by the plant root. These are the classified as the mobile nutrient cations like potassium, calcium, magnesium, ammonia, iron, copper, nickel are either held on the negatively charged surface on the colloidal clay and organic matter in the soil. Exchangeable cation are the specifically absorbed. The concentration of this cation is a soil solution is controlled by kind kind and amount of the electrolytes in a soil solution. The amount is the different cation associated with the solid phase, including the exchangeable friction and relative easy of their release. Phosphate and the molybdenum ions are held in the soil by either anion exchange or ligand exchange or absorbed precipitate as a springly soluble phosphate of iron, aluminum, calcium, etc. Chemical equilibrium detected by the different competing chemical reaction determines the concentration of the phosphorus and molybdenum in soil solution. Amounts associated with the solid phase earlier in the exchangeable and the level forms which are positionally closer to the soil surface are readily available for absorption by the plant root. Larger the distance of these ions form the absorbing root surface for the time they take to reach the plant root because of the restrictions imposed by the colloidal solid phase. As such, nutrient are the termed as the immobile nutrient. Classification of nutrient as mobile and immobile from intentionally nitrogen is the both mobile nitrate and immobile ammonia is soil. Bray postulated that the roots explode the whole soil mass are absorbing the mobile nutrient. Soil rhizosphere root surface sorption zone, which considered only a very small function of a soil volume, could be only explored for the immobile nutrient by the growing plant. Soil plant system in relation to inorganic nutrient. Soil plant system is relation to inorganic nutrient and nutrients is the nutrient is in which roots or soil interact lead to the transfer of a nutrient from the soil to plant roots, like soil solution, soil plant root and plant top. Plant roots absorb the nutrient from the soil solution only in the dissolved ion forms as the concentration of the nutrient drops in the soil solution. At the root surface, nutrients that are positionally away from the absorbing surface move to the side. The absorption to and also those held on the solid phase repletions the immediate concentration drop of bulk soil solution. Plant roots also exercise selectivity in absorbing the nutrient. Thus, there are three distinct step or process involved in mineral nutrient nutrition of plant. First one, the capability of solid phase to repulsion the nutrient in a soil solution. Movement of nutrient in the soil solution of plant root as detected by the soil solution equilibria, their ultimate absorption by the plant root. Process the factor involved in the nutrient transfer from the soil to plant root are this solution of the nutrient in the soil solution chemical and physical properties of the solid phase and the activity of the microbial biomass, root development, root length distribution of the roots in the root zone, root morphology, root hairs, rate of the root growth and root surface, nutrient movement by the mass flow and diffusion to plant roots, so transpiration rate, concentration of the nutrient in the soil solution, diffusion coefficient of the nutrient in a soil, and the nutrient buffer power in the soil. Nutrient uptake by the plant, concentration of the concentration of the nutrient at the root surface, and kinetic parameter of the nutrient uptake. So these are given by Nelson 1995. uh, the capability of a solid phase is a repulsion. The nutrient is a soil solution is described in the next video, the soil mineralogy and chemistry in detail. Of the composition of the soil. Plant nutrients exist in the soil in discrete forms and exist in a state of a dynamic equilibrium. In a way, the nutrients associated with the solid phase in the buffer, they are a concentration of soil solution. When plants absorb them plant nutrition address this whole soil plant quantum. The subject has been detailed in this topic uh, holistic manner. It starts with the what is the meant by essential nutrient and their role in a plant nutrition, including a growth and the development, and finally conclusion with their modes of momentum of the plant roots and process of their absorption. So plant nutrition, plant nutrition and plant nutrients, and also we can say essential nutrients. So definition of criteria of the essential nutrients, an element without which a plant cannot survive or complete its life cycle is termed as the essential nutrient. It is directly involved in the plant metabolism and biological function cannot be performed by any other element for qualifying as an essential nutrient element. It must satisfy the essentiality criteria pronounced by D.I. Arnold and P.R. Shout in 1938 or 39. So, what type of essential criteria for essential nutrients? So, first one is a deficiency of an essential nutrient element makes it impossible for the plant to complete the vegetative or reproductive stage of its life cycle. The deficiency is specific to the element and can be prevented or corrected only by supplying that element. The element is involved directly in the nutrition of the plant, quite apart from its possible effect in correcting some microbiological and chemical condition of the soil or other cultural medium. So, for 17 essential nutrients have been recognized for plant growth. These are first one is the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, manganese, sulfur, iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, chlorine, nickel. Detailed information on this essential nutrient with regards to have to the year of their discovery. Name of the discovered sulfur average concentration in a plant. All the nutrients are absolutely essential for completed of the plant's life cycle. 60 million atoms hydrogen and 30 million atoms each of oxygen and carbon. 1 million atoms of nitrogen are not of any issue. If one atoms of the molybdenum is not there in the plant, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen make up nearly 95 to 96% of the dry matter of the plant. Carbon dioxide consumed in the photosynthesis provides the elements carbon and oxygen. Water provides hydrogen and release molecular oxygen during the light reaction of photosynthesis. Now, nutrient classification. So, nutrient classification of the has been done on the basis of two criteria, like quantity of nutrients required by the plant, first one, and second one is the functional role. So quantity-based classification depending upon a quantity required by the plant's nutrients are the classified as the major or macro and micronutrients. It's dividing line up between a major the micronutrients in a sulfur major and chlorine is a micronutrient here. Major or macronutrient. Major or micronutrients are those nutrients which are required in a large quantities, more than chlorine and iron. These are includes carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. Since two natural resources, air and water, supply moderate requirement by a plant and localized deficiency. These were called secondary nutrients because of their